Welcome to Captivating Makeup. I'm your host, Emma, and today we're going to be talking about winter makeup. But before we get started, like, subscribe, comment, whatever you can afford. And if you don't like my videos, then I will see you on the way out. As you can kind of see, I did a little bit of some frosty, icy looks on my eyes today. I was inspired by Star Wars. You know, Hoth is all like frozen and frosty, and you gotta cut open something to keep warm. That is kind of the look I went for today, if you catch my drift. When I think about my makeup, I like to think about what season I'm in, what clothes I'm wearing, what earrings I'm wearing, what kind of vibe I'm going for. And today I wanted to look like I had just had a bunch of icicles on my face. I wanted to look snowy almost. And I was thinking about the different looks I do during the winter seasons. And it's usually something like this, where it's bright, it's bold, it's got different elements that make it a little more impactful. Or I like to go with a neutral look with maybe like a lot of blush, especially around my nose, to make it look like I'm frostbitten, that I got cold, and my nose may be runny. I might be sick, I may not. Just depends on who you're asking. And, kind of like a little snow bunny look. And it kind of just depends on how I'm feeling that day. So today I felt like the snow, because I'm sad we haven't gotten any snow, at least in my state we haven't. But I wanted to talk about the different things I think about and the items I kind of look at when thinking about a frosty or winter look. And I'm not talking Christmas, because Christmas I feel is like a whole nother subject of makeup. I'm talking about January, not quite Valentine's Day though, just that January area. And the big thing I like to look for is a cool tone. So as you can see in my eyeshadow, it's very cool toned, no neutrals, it's very cold looking. I keep my warm tones for spring and summer. Sometimes a little bit of a cool tone in the spring, but for the most part, I keep to cool tones. In those cool tones, I like to go a little darker sometimes. So as you can see in the outer corner, I have a darker blue that is really emphasizing the outline of my eyes. But cool tone is the best that I feel that goes with a wintry makeup. A lot of the products I might show today definitely work for me, but if you are a deeper skin tone, I definitely would look into these colors, but think about maybe a darker version or a deeper version to make sure that it shows up on your skin. For example, I learned that a purple blush can look very pink on the skin with deeper complexions. So that might be a way to get that deeper pink, that cool toned pink. But the key here is to stay in cool tones. And the colors I like to stay with are your ice to sapphire blues, your whites, your pinks with like a silver to them, mauves, like a cool tone mauve, berries, brownish reds. Those are the colors I kind of keep to when I'm doing a cool toned or a wintry look. So just adjust the colors to your skin tone, whether it be a deeper pink. Make sure to stay on the cool tone side. If it's a deeper berry, some of these are versatile. So brownish reds, berries, colors like that can go for a variety of skin tones. So it's just kind of adjusting to make sure that it looks proper on your face, because sometimes with an icy pink or a light icy pink, it can look a little ashy on deeper tones. And you don't want to look ashy, you want to look cold. I want to make sure that we understand kind of the difference. So with eyeshadow, we've talked about the cool tones. Usually when I'm thinking about the look I did today, I'm looking at blues, I'm looking at purples, and I'm looking at silvers. when I want to look more snow bunny, kind of just cold, not icy, because there's a difference between cold and icy. I like to use pinks and I like to use cold taupes to kind of give more of a natural look, but still that winter vibe that you're going for. Some of the colors I kind of lean towards. So with, more neutral, cold look, which means you just look cold, not icy, not like you just fell in the snow. I like to use my Huda Beauty Rose Quartz palette. As you can see, there is a plethora of cool tone nudes, range from a different depths. So you have your lighter colors and you have your dustier colors, but you also have your deeper colors as well that can still give you that more neutral, cold look. I specifically like a lot of these colors. Some you can get like a fun pop of color, like Cosmic Love is that pinky purple on top. If you want to give more of a wet glimmer look, Lovestone is great. But I also like the colors, and there's a lot of them, but I love Cherished, Happiness, Blissful, Moon Magic, Abundance, Mantra, Serenity, Precious, and a whole lot more that I think you can make beautiful neutral looks with just a little pop of color, nothing too crazy. And then we have Natasha Denona's My Mini Dream palette. So as you can see, this has a lot of taupey, cold colors, very cool toned. This will give you a nice wearable. Wearable is subjective, but a more, I guess, socially acceptable look. It'll definitely give you those cool tones you're looking for, like in these taupey brown shades, and then these champagne colors. As you can see, the undertones are cool here, and that's kind of the shadows we're looking for in this scenario. And then another one that's in a little bit more, I would say, affordable price range is the Wet n Wild Color Icon palette. So this one, I think you can go a little bit of both ways. So for example, you can go a little bit more neutral right here with these kind of beigey, champagne-y colors. But you can also go a little bit more bold with these green, black, and dark brown colors. I think you can definitely get a plethora of cool toned looks with this and still look very frosty, bordering icy. For a more icy look, I do recommend more blues, like I said, purples, silvers. But when I'm talking about purples, so we talked about a little bit of purples in the Rose Quartz palette, but in this Pat McGrath palette, the Bijou Brilliance eyeshadow palette in Lunar Nightshade. And these are just examples of colors. Some of these palettes are available, some are not, but these are just examples of good colors to look for. As you can see, this one has some deeper tones and it does have those neutrally champagne-y colors, but this purple right here, not quite berry, but this deeper purple, and these blues over here are perfect for that icy look, almost icicle look feeling. I think these kind of shades give more of Jack Frost, which is kind of a look you'd like to do in an icy makeup look. And even this one has a tinge of purple, as you can kind of see. And then finally, I wanted to talk about the Collective cosmetic shadows. So these are in singles, but these are also some examples of some icy wintry colors that aren't just blue. So for example, this emerald color in How gives a very icy look to it, but it doesn't have to be blue. And then this color, Lycanthrope, is a purple, but it has a little bit of a green shift to it. Still gives that icy look without being blue. And then this color, Noctis and Angrosine, sorry I butchered that, is like a dustier, deeper grayish blue. And sometimes dusty is not a bad thing. Sometimes dustier colors can give off that wintry vibe. Because, you know, there's the winter that is like vibrant and snowy and just full of those cool tone colors. And then there's sometimes where winter looks a little dusty and dead. And that's okay to use those colors as well as the bright ones. I'm just trying to give a plethora of options. Next, I want to talk about blush. So we're still going into those cooler tones, but this time you get to have a little bit more fun. With a blushy cold look, you're allowed to pack on the blush a little bit more. So you're allowed to put a lot of blush around the cheeks right here, on the nose right here, and even on the chin here, or places in the forehead. Specifically, I would be looking around the places you contour, and the chin, and then the nose. Those are extra places you can put it to give that cold look. I keep saying this. I need to come up with another one. Like, you just stood in the refrigerator for a while and your face is all cold and the heat is rushing to your face. You're allowed to do a little bit more of that. My favorite colors to do this with are pinks, berries, actually, if you're feeling bold, purples. Purples can be a lot of fun to dabble in and play with. So for example, one of my favorites is the Cupid's Bow Colourpop in, oh, it is in Cupid's Bow. So this is what it looks like. It's a little bit more of a paler purple with a little bit of a pinky undertone. These are good to start with because they do have a little bit more pink if you're starting into purple. But you can also get purple liquid blushes from Rare Beauty, Juvia's Place. Brands like that have created these cool toned purple blushes that you can pack on a little bit more than you normally would. And as long as it is blended in, so make sure you are moving that brush and making sure the edges are meshing with your skin, you can go a little heavier on the blush and it'll look perfectly fine for the snow months. But purple is a great color. And if you need to go deeper, Juvia's Place makes a beautiful deep purple. Another color, so getting into our berries, is the Patrick Ta She's Wanted. So this is the kind of color I go for when I am looking for a berry blush. This one I feel like goes with a lot of different skin tones because it is such a deeper color. So if you are fair like me, even though we're allowed to pack on the blush a little bit more.
Hi, so this is where I lose audio in my video and I don't get to talk about the blush a little bit more. Basically, I'm saying the berry blush is great for a bunch of people, but with fair toned skins, you gotta be a little careful because it is very pigmented. And because we are fair, a lot of that blush is going to go on very quickly and you're gonna get out of control real fast. So just be careful with that. The other one I was going to mention was the Lunar Beauty palette, the Moon Prism blush palette. That one is great. I like Pink Prince the best because it is a cool toned baby pink. But the other colors are also great because they are on that cooler side. You can use those and they are not as pigmented as the Patrick Ta blush. So you can pack that on a little bit more and you can build the pigment up, which is what I was looking for. And as you can see, my dog is sitting here beside me to finish out these final words. Shiva, you want to say hi to camera? You want to say hi? All right, that's all I gotta say for that. Sorry for the video cutting out, but we're about to head to highlighter.
All right, so on to highlighters. I wanted to choose some highlighter options that weren't just a white streak on the face like 2016, 2018 highlighters, but still wanted to give you that winter vibe. So the first ones I kind of picked out, so we'll get the whitish looking ones out of the way. is the Lottie London Diamond Bounce Illuminating Highlighter in Frosted. This one's really interesting because even though it looks white, see if I can get it not to glare in your face. Even though it's white, it has a clear base. It is pure glitter. So when you put this on your skin, it's not gonna look white, it's gonna look glittery. It's gonna look dewy, almost wet. It's dual purpose. Not only can you put this on your cheekbone to make it look like little snowflakes have fallen on your face, you can also put it on your eyelids to add that glittery effect. Let's keep them even. And it gives more of that glitter look onto your eyelids. Now this one isn't marketed as a highlighter, but I think I'll give you the same effect. It is the REM Beauty Liquid Eyeshadow in Lab Coat. So this one looks mostly white, but as you can see, there's a little bit of a pink shift that goes with it. You can tap this on your eyelid, you can tap this in the inner corner, or you can use it as a highlighter if you blend it out properly. But this one will give you an icy pink look without just being a white color, but it does have a white base. Now, if you don't want to go to white, I would definitely find something that is your skin tone, but is a little cooler. For example, the Fenty Beauty Kilowatt highlighters. This one is in Lightning Dust and Fire Crystal. It's got a glittery one and a glowy side. These two are about my skin color, but they're a little bit more neutrally cool. So they're gonna give you that beaming look. They're gonna be your skin tone, but they're gonna be cool toned. So it's gonna go into that winter vibe. And they do make these in a bunch of different colors. So just find the one that matches your skin tone and you can still get that look without having to just buy this one. Plus, I think it's cool that there's two in there instead of just one. But also from Fenty, the Kilowatt Highlighter in Water Brat. This is a great blush topper. It's going to give you that cool but bold blush look. Or you can use it as a regular highlighter, inner corner highlight, and you see those silver reflect in it. That is what we're looking for. So not only are we looking for that cool tone, we are looking for those complementary colors inside the items. So that's another good look. Silver is another great icy tone. So this one is Buckbeak from Colourpop's Hogwarts collection, the Harry Potter collection. And this one has a silvery tone to it without being white. And then if you want to go bold, Moon Cruiser is the way to go. This is from Kaleidose Cosmetics. And you're looking at it and you're like, this is white. This is white. Why I thought we were not doing white. But if you look at the swatch there is this lilac blue color to it. This can add a pop of color to your cheeks. This can add a beautiful inner corner highlight, or it can be used with a neutral look if you just want that pop of streak on your face, or you can go full bold look and have this to round out that bold, beautiful Jack Frost winter look. So mascara and eyeliner. I combine these two because there's not a ton, because most people just wear their black, their brown, and go about their day. I would recommend to heighten your look and really go with the theme, a white mascara. So this is the MAC Stack white mascara in Snow Stack. And as you can see, it is bright white. Glisten Cosmetics also makes one. So if you can't find this one anymore, Glisten Cosmetics makes a bunch of different colors. As you can see, the white mascara gives more of a icicle look, just fallen in the snow look. You can use it on the top, you can use it on the bottom, you can use it on both. It does take a minute to get used to because it is very bright. Kind of goes with that frosty, wintry vibe. Another color to go with more of those berry tones is a wine colored mascara. So this is from Colourpop, It is that wine berry color. And this gives a pop, but a more neutral pop. So it's not going to be as bold as the white mascara, but it's still going to give a little bit of color to those neutral looks. I find color mascara sometimes gets lost in colored looks, so I definitely would be aware of what look I'm using this with. Now, of course, I'm going to recommend a white eyeliner in the waterline. Really brightens the eyes, but if you are a deeper skin tone, I definitely would try a champagne, not quite brown, but something more in that range. Something that's going to go a little deeper than white, because sometimes white can be very stark looking, very bold, and may not look as natural the deeper your skin tone goes. I know champagne colors and going a little deeper in those champagne colors can really give the same effect without it being like a stark white line in your eyelid. Another that can go for everyone is a denim blue look. So this is from Kaleidose Cosmetics, and this is Sea Sparkle. This is another good color to have, and I have that one in the waterline. As you can see, it's like a metallic blue that really just brings that monochromatic look together. And then to really make a bold statement, I would recommend a white liquid liner. So it gives a little bit of a different statement compared to the black wing liner. Kind of like how the white mascara really pops on the eyes. The white liquid liner on top of whatever eyeshadow look you do is going to be very different than the black, and it's going to brighten the area more than it's going to darken the area. All right, on to the lips. So the lips, I think you can do a bunch of different colors to get the effect you want. For example, there is the color Angel from Kylie Cosmetics, and it's a little bit of a deeper pink. It still has that cool toned effect, like that, but it's a little deeper. It definitely will go well with a neutral look. It'll give what I consider a snow bunny look, but it definitely won't give the frosty look like I'm giving off today. In my opinion, these colors don't go great with the blue. May just be my eye. I definitely would use this with more of a neutral, cool toned look in that big blushy area. If you want, you can match these and make a monochromatic pink face, or you can pair it with a taupe eye or a different colored blush. Probably not berry, just because berry is probably going to fight the color a little bit. Now, an option for those berry toned neutral looks, I would go with the Rare Beauty lipstick and lip liner in Gifted. These, let me pop her open. See, that one has a nice cool toned berry brown look that would go great with that Patrick Ta blush comparatively to Angel. And this one comes in a bullet lipstick formula compared to the liquid lip, and it is a soft matte formula, not a matte formula. So this one will be more comfortable, but it will also match those more neutral berry tones. My other suggestion is to get yourself a cool toned brown liner or a cool toned mauve liner. So these are from Profusion. See, a cool toned, more mauve-y look. Definitely goes well with those purple blushes. And then from Colourpop, a cool toned brown. These you can match with a plethora of different colors. So you can match them with a dusty lavender, a light pink, those cool toned browns. Those you can get more of a neutral look without having to go more bold. Now, I'm sure there's some blue lipsticks out there. I do not have any. I have some purple lipsticks, but I feel like all my purple lipsticks go into more of a goth punk territory and not exactly cold. So I didn't bring any of those out. I did bring my Diana lipstick. So this says Alien, but this is from Unearthly Cosmetics. You can tell how old this is by that, but this is the color Diana. And this is a more dusty lilac color. You can pair it with one of those mauvey brown colors and you'll still get the same effect. And it does go a little into goth, but it still stays in that neutral realm where it can still be quote unquote wearable, but also like friendly, plays friendly with the other liners and still looks good and gives the cold effect without just going for pink or red or purple or blue. It gives a different, unique look. And finally, lip gloss. Now, some of my favorite lip glosses to kind of go with the season is the So Glassy lip glosses. So these are not going to come out as sparkly, but they are going to come up glossy. Not quite like a clear gloss, but close. So this one is Lucid Dream from Colourpop. It's from their So Glassy collection, and it is a white base with blue glitter in it. And I know that seems a little scary, but it's not as scary or as bold. As you can see, it almost looks clear. You can see that glossy, almost slight glitter to it. But this one is if you're kind of going for that more white based kind of gloss to go over your lips, but not as bold as maybe others. Another is if you were staying with those pinks, then this would be a good one. So this is Kiko Milano in their 3D Hydro Lip Gloss in 05. As you can see, it has a pink tone to it. It's got some glitter in it. I prefer glitter glosses because I think they add an extra dimension. But you can also find these in solid glosses. You can see that baby cool toned pink is definitely going to go with those cool toned pink lipsticks that you've been using. And this will just kind of finish it off. Now, finally, if you're going for something bold, something, and I think I know what color, I think you all know what color is coming, but it is a blue gloss. So this is the Milk one from Milk Makeup. This is the Odyssey Lip Oil Gloss. So if you want something that's a little bit more of a hybrid, this is the way to go. And this one definitely has that glitter base to it, that blue glitter base. It is definitely going to be a little bit more bold on the lips, definitely going to add a little bit more dimension. This is in Globetrot, and it's going to, if you want to do a monochromatic look, it'll go great with a blue eyeshadow. If you just want that pop of blue and you're doing something that's going to match it, go for it. Add that pop of blue. I also have another blue lip gloss from Pat McGrath. If you just want the lip gloss in Moonflower, it's in Moonflower. And if you are going for a bolder, so we talked about the So Glassy, if we are going for a bolder glitter look, this one's not going to look as glassy. This is the REM Beauty Plumping Lip Gloss in Jelly Sandals. And I'll show y'all. This one's a little bit more so here it is, a little bit more glittery, gonna give you almost that blue gloss look, but it's going to have that more white-ish base. It's also going to have some more purple glitter in it, so it's not going to be quite like a blue gloss. All right, so we went through all these categories. Definitely for your base, concealer, powder, brows, I would definitely stay the same. Maybe switch to contour over bronzer because the bronzer is going to warm up your face instead of cooling it down. But other than that, these are the colors, the finishes, the methods I think would look best for a winter, snowy, frosty, cold look. I did one today. I used some of the products that I mentioned today, some that I didn't. For example, the white mascara, the eyeshadow, and the eyeliner in the eyes. I used that highlighter, the Lottie London one, and I used pink prints from the Lunar Beauty palette. But a lot of the other stuff I did, like my base, is still the same. And I did use the method of using a cool toned liner with a cool toned lipstick. And I put something sparkly and pink on top. But I did use my Buxom one today instead of my Kiko Milano. I was just feeling Buxom today. You know, you just feel a certain kind of lip gloss on a certain day. Just me? All right. Good to know. This is just some of the suggestions. Take them as you will. Your makeup is your makeup, and you can use whatever colors you like during the winter months. It's up to you. But these are just some of my suggestions. If you don't like them, all good. You don't have to use them. It's all good. If you liked them, though, tell me what you liked. What processes do you want to try out next? What are some looks that you are thinking about doing for this winter season? Comment below, let me know what you're thinking about. And that's all for today. I hope you had a good time, and I'll see you next time. Bye.